Hello, my wonderful people, my viewers and subscribers all over the world. Please, you are welcome to this honorable broadcast today. It is coming from Okute Daily Talk, where we speak to you the undiluted truth. If this is your first time of joining this broadcast, you are highly welcome, and we urge you to subscribe and also turn on the notification button so that you will be getting updates each time we post something new or we go live on this channel. So make sure that you share any video, make it go viral, and I would like you also to give us or give any of my content a thumb up so that Facebook or wherever it's being posted, YouTube can also do well, recommend this video to others to view and also extract the wisdom that follows it. Before then, let us take the headlines and the breaking news that we have this very morning. Being Saturday, the 18th day in the month of February and in the year of 2023. So let us take the headline. 2020 general elections. This one, IPOB, they don't gather together. They call people, say wherever you are, either you are in the Biafra land, you are outside the Biafra land, as long as you are within the territory of Nigeria, it is called for self-defense. Because it have come to our notice that a lot of monarchs, both in Biafra land and in the Arewa area of the country, have been by forcing and enforcing the Igbos, the indigenous, non-indigenous, mostly the Igbos, that they must vote for any of their preferred candidates, not the one you choosing. So in other words, they have make it compulsory that whoever they say you must vote, that person you must vote that. And they are ready to trample upon your fundamental human right. Chai, this Oyibo, I swear to God. Maybe tomorrow I know if you speak this kind of Oyibo again, you got this one, it is a crammed one. Please, you please forgive me. So that is it. 2023 election, IPOB called for self-defense over threats by some monarchs to enforce choice on the Igbos living in their area. So look at the news in details. This is IPOB press release, and it is published on the Biafran Post. So if you want to get the full details of this news, go to biafrapost.com. You will get it, read from it, and digest it to the best of your knowledge and to the best of your understanding, because the way I understand things might not be the way you understand it yourself. The attention of the global movement and family of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, under the command and leadership of our great leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, have been drawn to a threat from a small village monarch in Yoruba land to the effect that they will deal with non-indigenous, especially Ndigbo, who doesn't vote in the upcoming elections according to the wish of the monarch. This sort of threat tell you all you need to know about the Nigerian selection process, which they like to call election. IPOB as a freedom movement do reaffirm our non-recognition and or participation in the Nigerian electoral processes, because the results do not represent the will of the people, and this is why a non-state actor somewhere will have the gumption to threaten what they call non-indigenous and the Igbo nation in particular, while we Biafrans await a date for referendum. Nobody should threaten Ndigbo and Biafrans residing temporarily in other parts of Nigeria for any reason. IPOB want to state unequivocally that any attack in any part of the Nigerian on the Biafran people or Igbo nation or their properties on account of choice of individuals to participate and vote accordingly to their conviction during this so-called election will be met with adequate and commensurate action. Commensurate action. Well, I don't kill me with this on a big English and grammar. We urge men and women of good conscience in the north and west to caution their traditional rulers and politicians who want to use Ndigbo and Biafrans as a scapegoat in this skewed election process, to be very careful and retrace their step. Gone are the days when Ndigbo will be threatened and intimidated during elections. So allow people to exercise their fundamental human rights at the polling station, not for you to instigate who they will vote or who they will not vote. It is never done and can never start today. As long as Biafrans have not been given the opportunity to exit Nigeria via a referendum, IPOB will not stand by and watch anyone or Nigeria or non-Nigeria to threaten Biafrans or carry out such threats against us and get away with it. Even as IPOB do not wish to be drawn into the zoological politics, nobody has the right to threaten Igbo or attempt to compel them to vote for a particular party or candidate. Any Biafran who wants to vote in this election has the right to vote for any party or candidate of his or her choice. And nobody should direct or threaten them to vote a particular party in their community or state. If anyone threatens to attack Igbo and Biafrans or non-indigenous residents in your place, be rest assured that the people being attacked will not sit and watch their property and life being destroyed and will activate their right to self-defense. And that is exactly the point. We are urging Igbo, Biafrans and non-indigenous everywhere to be prepared to defend their property, family and their own lives during and after this election period. Do not allow anyone to use you or your family as a sacrificial lamb this time around. It does not mean we are calling for violence, but we are saying that everybody has to be at alert. Make sure you defend your territory. Do not go out there and begin to bomb government properties and also result in destroying lives and properties. It can never be tolerated and welcomed. It is very imperative that we remind those who think highly of themselves and believe they will resort to violence and attack Biafrans that they do not have the monopoly of violence. Until referendum is conducted and Biafrans exit Nigeria, those who have the habit of threatening and attacking Igbo must understand that it will not be business as usual this time around, because their lives also will be in danger according to the news when they attack others. Because when you are pointing somebody with one finger, remember that 4 fingers are also pointing at you. That's exactly what this news is trying to illustrate, in my own understanding. I don't know about you. These nitwits believe that Biafrans are soft targets to threaten and attack at will. Well, they should know that it will not be so this time around. These people never threatened Fulani not vote any other party except their own party and their own person, but rather directed their misguided outburst against Biafrans and Igbo in general. We dare them to attack Igbo and Biafrans this time around and see what will happen, according to the news from a man powerful. We are monitoring all the groups, institutions, or individuals that threaten to attack Igbo. If they use election and that pretext to attack Igbo and their properties nationwide, he said that the Igbos or Biafrans are ready to answer adequately and proportionately. Igbo nationwide must be prepared, because they are coming to show us that we don't belong to Nigeria, while they continue to deny Igbo, Biafrans, the right to self-determination. Every Igbo person must get ready to defend himself or your territory or herself, as long as Nigeria forced and keep us into the unwanted contraption. We are advising Biafrans to be fully ready to meet the coming challenge squarely and unwaveringly, according to the news and according to Emma Powerful. This news is coming from my comrade Emma Powerful, Media and Publicity Secretary for IPOB in general. Hashtag Freemason Nnamdi Kanu, hashtag Biafra referendum, and hashtag Biafra restoration. That is where the news of this very Biafran is going to stop. So now we are going to take other news to compare with this news to make it more favorable to you, my listeners and viewers who is listening to me from any part of the world. Umahi officially disbanded Ebubago established new security outfit, all in Ebonyi State of Nigeria. Ebonyi State Governor David Umahi has officially dissolved the Southeast Regional Security Outfit, Ebubago. According to the news earlier this morning, Nigeria News recorded that the Federal High Court in Abakaliki had earlier ordered the disbandment of the Southeast Security Outfit following reports accusing the group of human rights abuses, extortion, illegal arrest, and use of firearms to cause unrest in the region. Southeast governors had originally established the security unit to confront insecurity, especially vicious attacks by criminals suspected to be herders, forcing people to abandon their farmlands and their ancestral homes. Addressing stakeholders and the citizens of the state in a broadcast on Friday evening, Governor Dave Umahi said, "We are aware of certain complaints regarding the security situation in our state and Southeast, which in the course of this address will be discussed. On the issue of threats to disrupt elections in the Southeast and by extension in Ebonyi State, I want to appeal to our people to please listen to the voice of reason and disregard whatever announcement that is intended to disrupt elections in Southeast and other parts of the country, and in particular Ebonyi State. Our people must be very, very vigilant about this." Umahi charged traditional rulers and all stakeholders to return to their various communities and hold meetings to appeal to the people not to carry out such threats as security agencies would not fold their hands and allow elections in Ebonyi State and Southeast to be disrupted, according to Dave Umahi of Ebonyi State. He added, "So our appeal is to our brothers and sisters who are being used without knowing what they are fighting for to carry out such threats of killings, threats of burning of properties, and other violent activities. Let me assure Ebonyi people and all those coming for this election that we will do everything within the law's limit to protect their lives, and that election must hold as scheduled and very peaceful too," he said, according to Dave Umahi. He inaugurated new security outfit. Governor Umahi, however, established two other security outfits, Ebonyi Vigilante Corps and the neighborhood watch groups, to replace Ebubago, and tasked them not to participate in the forthcoming general elections in the state. "I have decided to obey the letter judgment that says that Ebubago should not function. So for now, Ebubago should not function while we process the stay of execution and appeal entered at Enugu and Ebubago. When granted, we begin to function again," according to David Umahi of Ebonyi State. So let us take the last news that we have here, and then we will round up the stories. You get it? So just for a moment, my dear people. Since the inception of this Naira swap, what do they call it, or Naira scarcity, it has been from one problem to the other for some states and also for the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Now, the most people who have been affected are the one crying, even though they are the one that hold the power as we are talking now. The APC governors and the rest of them is where I'm referring to. The likes of Ganduje, ELE3TION, Yaya Bello, Matawale of Zamfara, and the rest of them, Ambode of Lagos State, because he have now instigated talk to start fighting so that the federal government will see as if the people are protesting, but rather than it have been politically motivated. We know all these things because all these states being maneuvered. Imagine Edo way be PDP. Now they are contesting. They are protesting because Ushomole have already instigated the Kabaka and his Scottish boys to went wide on the street and begin to destroy people's livelihoods and properties, and even government properties as well. Old Naira notes, Ganduje and co don't care about you. Buhari S drops bombshell. Okay, now let's see, because that is truth. Now they don't care about the poor masses. They only care about their own personal pocket. The special assistant to President Muhammadu Buhari on digital communications, Bashar Ahmed, has slammed Kano State Governor Abdullahi Ganduje and his counterpart, Governor Nasir El-Rufai of Kaduna State, over their outburst following the decision of the Central Bank of Nigeria on old Naira notes. Nigeria News earlier reported that El-Rufai countered President Muhammadu Buhari's announcement during his nationwide broadcast on Thursday morning. The Nigerian leader had maintained that the new Naira design policy by the Central Bank of Nigeria stands. Buhari said only the 200 Naira notes will be acceptable for transactions until April 10th, while the old 500 Naira note and 1000 Naira note remain banned as announced by the Apex Bank earlier. However, in his state-wide address on Thursday night, Governor ELE3TION declared that all the old Naira notes will remain legal tender in Kaduna until the Supreme Court of Nigeria decides otherwise. Under the hearing, Ganduje does business owners in Kano State. Kano State government has also direct business owners in the state to reject old Naira notes and risk losing their operational license or face sanctions. The state governor, Abdullahi Ganduje, in a statement issued by the Commissioner for Information and Internal Affairs, Madam Mohammed Garoba, averred that the old Naira notes are still legal tenders, all in Kano State. He said the Supreme Court was emphatic on its interim injunctions on the issue of old Naira notes, which would continue to be used as legal tender hand in hand with the new ones until a gradual and final phase out. Why Ganduje and co are foaming? Let us see. In a series of posts on Twitter, Bashar Ahmed claimed ELE3TION, Ganduje and others are only angry at the Naira redesign policy because the money they have stolen and stars is now useless. Of course, it is now useless. According to him, the grave governors do not care for the masses but are only fighting for their own selfish interests. Thank God today you said you sound like a human being, not like used to sound like somebody who have taken expired drugs. Bashar further dared both governors to directly deposit the alleged tax money they are claiming was legally gotten to CBN and the Nigerian Financial Intelligence Unit, and the Economic and Financial Grants Commission (EFCC) will wait to investigate the legality of the money. He wrote, "They have started money and now they are useless. That is the reason for all the foaming. Ganduje and co don't care about the masses. If the money Ganduje and friends are shouting about is legit, why don't they deposit it to the CBN? The EFCC and the NFIU will wait for them to verify." And that is the simple truth. So my good people, this is where we are coming to the end of this broadcast. If you are not subscribed, please endeavor to do that anytime soon. I will be coming back here again to give us another mouth-watering and blockbustering broadcast that will make your weekend a very blessed and blissful one. Until I come your way again, bye for now. Kemesiano.